It has been one of the most unusual legislative sessions we've seen in Arkansas in a very long time. And today I sat down with our political expert, Roby Brock from Talk Business and Politics, to sort this all out. All right, Roby, we have had transgender legislation. We have had hate crimes bills in several different forms. We've had lawmakers, and I know lawmakers will argue amongst themselves, but not like we have seen over the last couple of weeks. You've been doing this a long time. How unprecedented is this?
Well, this is my 29th year to either be working at the Capitol or covering the Capitol, and I can tell you this is a top three for strange, weirdness, and unprecedented nature, Darren. It's unlike any modern times legislature that I've seen. Just a lot of what you referenced, there's a lot of social and cultural divisive issues, a lot of it coming from outside national groups that are pushing state bills in a variety of different states, Arkansas being one of them. And then just this open air fighting that we see among legislators. This is the stuff that usually stays back in the cloakroom or behind the scenes, but we're seeing it play out pretty prominently in front of the live stream cameras and in front of the public in a way that I haven't seen in a long, long time.
Did we know this going into this session, it was going to be this volatile?
I don't think so. I don't think that a lot of these culturally divisive issues that we've seen, the transgender bills, the abortion bills, the volume of abortion bills, a lot of these free speech and religious expression bills, a lot of these, I think we've seen some of that in the past, but it's in a volume that we haven't seen before. And it certainly has just drawn more attention, I think, from the media because the debates have been so vocal and so pointed, and it's gotten national attention. A lot of these bills have too. So for all of that, I don't think we predicted that all of this was going to come before the session started, and we're seeing it really play out in real time.
Before we talk about what's coming down the pike, there are some bills or legislation that have become law that may or may not stand up to constitutionality.
I have been keeping a running tab of either bills that have been filed or bills that have already been signed into law. And I've got a list that's well over 30 right now that I feel pretty strongly there's going to be some legal challenges to them through the court system, whether it's a ACLU challenging some abortion bill, or if it's a free rights group challenging some sort of religious expression bill. A lot of the election laws, I think, that might make it to Governor Asa Hutchinson's desk are going to get challenged by some voting rights groups. So I think that we're going to see a lot of litigation after this session ends. I don't think it'll be 30 pieces of law, but I do think it'll be a number that we haven't seen before. It should, too, be unprecedented.
All right. So what do we have to look forward to now for the next couple of months?
Well, a little unpredictable, but I think what you're going to see over the next 2 to 3 weeks, first of all, next week, you're going to see a challenge on the floor of the House to some sort of procedural motion to try to send that Senate Bill 622, that class protection hate crimes bill, back to the committee where there was the controversy on Thursday where it got out without a roll call vote. I think there'll be an effort to put it back in committee. I don't know if it'll be successful, but I expect a floor fight on that. And really over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see some more of these divisive bills that we've seen that have been out there that have really generated these big headlines. There's still more of them in the pipeline. There's still more coming. So we're going to see some more debates like that. And then a little bit more on point for what you see in a session, we will see, the budget bills,
right,
the Revenue Stabilization Act, the tax cut bills are starting to move. I think there'll be a used car tax cut that will be bigger than what we have on the books. And so you'll see some of that coming in these last few weeks of the session.
And I know you'll be covering it for us. Roby, thank you so much for joining us.
You bet, Darren.